I want to talk a little bit about my methodology for training elbows on the heavy bag, okay? First of all, when it comes to cutting elbows, diagonal elbows, right? Coming downward here, I always have a hand here or here to protect my most vulnerable area to being cut from an elbow, right? The brows. So if I'm close enough to elbow someone, they're close enough to elbow me. So I don't want to just elbow with my hand down, leaving my head exposed. I want to make it sure that I have some protection. Secondly, I always turn the hand. I always say hand backwards, right? Turn the hand as you elbow to expose the sharpest part of your elbow so you can cut. The other thing is rotate the hips, lift the heels, okay? Now there's many different ways to elbow, and there, you can come in off of a punch combination in closed distance. You can imagine being in the clinch, and I always picture my hands in the face of my opponent, right? So I'm covering his eyes. He can't see what's going on, and I throw quick elbows in here, right? Here. So there's many different angles you can elbow on. Back elbows, okay? Horizontal elbows, diagonal elbows, lifting elbows, spearing elbows where you walk in and just connect. The elbow's a very versatile tool and one that should be trained frequently, because when it comes to hitting without gloves, it's easy to break the hands, but the elbow is a strong striking surface, right? It's solid bone, and it causes a lot of damage. So if we're in tight, isha, isha, right? Hand on the face, isha, 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 and just slamming elbows into this target. Breathe out whenever you strike anything. Ish, 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 ish. Whenever you strike, tighten your diaphragm. So, again, this coming in on a diagonal is easier to land than a horizontal elbow if someone's got a good guard, right? Because sometimes you can slip it through the guard. You can bring it up and through the guard, especially if they have a wide guard, right? Up and through the guard. You don't need a ton of power, but it's nice to have power. But the elbow is so hard that it's quite devastating. And, these rising elbows often can catch a fist that's thrown at you. If you know what's coming here, put something hard in between you and it, and if you get lucky, you might damage the hand on an opponent. I'm not talking in the ring where your hands are wrapped and protected. I'm talking in self-defense. Other interesting ways to use the elbow is if somebody throws wide hooks, you can spear into their bicep, and you can cause a really bad injury, right? But to get your flow with your elbows, to get your feel of using them, pad work, bag work, and you can't really spar with them safely unless you have elbow pads and do it very controlled, headgear, elbow pads, and a partner who will go slow with you and let you play, because even a light elbow impacts really hard. So in sparring, we don't want to cause damage. We don't want to hurt each other. We don't want to injure each other. So elbow sparring is a little difficult to do safely. All right, so this is why it's so important to work on the heavy bag with it to make it natural. Isha! Isha! Right here, I'm imagining, maybe I'm even clawing at the face. Coming in here. Ish! Ish! Right? Ish! Ish! Chain your elbows, right? Chain them together with punches. Ish! 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 Add knees in here, because you're at that distance, right? Isha! Isha! Play with it. Flow with it. Develop a routine that can help you become better and better and better. All right? Thank you.